Smock Mag Kit. How's it going, everybody? This is Andy with ASIAVAPE.IR, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Smock Mag Kit. Super highly requested setup here. I've seen a lot of you guys asking about this kit right here, and like always, we're going to go over the basics on this kit real quick, the mod and the tank, and then we're going to dive in, take a close-up look, see what it comes with, take a look at everything up close, see it, the little battery door action thingy bobber, bring it back up top, have a few more vapes on it, and I'll give you my overall thoughts on the Smock Mag Kit. Starting off with the basics on this kit here, it's a dual 18650 battery mod. The batteries are not included, so you'll have to pick those up separately. The wattage range on here is from 6 to 225 watts. It also has temperature control for nickel, titanium, stainless steel, TCR, all that good stuff. It's your standard chip in here, same one inside of the Mag Kit by Smock. It does have the OLED display that we'll take a look at better in the close-up, and then the firing button instead of a firing bar here. And then it's got like the little mag release for the battery that we're also going to take a look at better in the close-up in just a second. The tank that comes with this kit is the TFV12 Prince, which I just did a video on, I think it was Monday. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check out that full video on the TFV12 Prince, but that is the tank it comes with, and it has an 8 mil capacity. The starter kit comes with 2 of the coils for that TFV12 Prince. That pretty much takes care of the basics. Let's go ahead and get right into it, have a vape on it. Right now I have the 0.4 ohm coil in here in the wattage range. It starts at 40, but Smock says the best is from 60 all the way. What is the maximum on this one here? All the way up to 100, so 40 to 100 is the wattage range on here, but they say the best, what is it, 60 to 80? Yep, 60 to 80 watts. We're going to have a vape here at 60. Airflow is 98% open. I've got the juice head watermelon lime in here still. Same liquid I had in the Prince video, actually. I love it. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'll also leave a link in the description if you want to check that out, but let's have a vape at 60 watts here. Alright, here we have the packaging on the Mag Kit. You can see the green right here. That's the color you're going to get, whatever's pictured on the front. Flip it on over, you see everything that it comes with. The mod, Prince tank, Q4 coil, T10 coil, replacement glass, USB cable, user manual, spare parts, a little bit about the kit up here. Slide that on open here. See your standard Smock box. Inside of the box you'll have the Mag Kit right here. Pull that out. Get a battery safety card. Fantastic. Love that every time. Mag user manual. Pretty basic. Just goes over the device, changing the settings, all that stuff. And then a quality assurance authenticity card here. TFV12 Prince right in there. A piece of replacement glass for that Prince. That's the straight up and down. Drops the e-liquid capacity to 5 mils if you use this. USB cable for firmware updates here. And then you'll get a baggie here with the T10 coil and some green O-rings if you want to make the Prince match all green. You see where it's black right there. You can swap that out, put the green ones in there, and you'll have green all the way through. And you also get an extra, little top fill grommet here. All right, here we have the Mag Kit. You can see it right here. Mod, obviously. Tank on top is the TFV12 Prince. Let's take a look at that real quick. Even though I did cover this more in depth in its own video, but you can see the adjustable airflow, removable drip tip up on top, that snakeskin cobra style, and then the little push action swivel top. Where's the button at? Button's right there. Push that button down, fill it up from the top, you are good to go. Q4 coil comes pre-installed, 8 mil capacity inside of there. Now here is the mod, dual 18650. Fire button is right here on the right side. Up and down buttons for navigating the menu right here. On the screen you got your wattage, you got Smock in the top left, A and B batteries. You have the resistance of the coil, voltage, a little puff counter in the bottom right. Here you can do a little customizing of the screen colors. You can do a bunch of different stuff for this. I did cover that in the Majesty video though. Everything is the same on this. If you have a specific question, if I didn't cover it, just let me know down in the comments and I will get back to you. USB port, firmware charging right there. Love this little fire bar. Something I'm going to mention later though, if you are right-handed, holding it in your hand with your finger on that little trigger button, it's going to cover up the screen. If you're left-handed, you are in luck there because you'll be able to grip it. Not a deal breaker, just worth mentioning. This little button notch right here is for popping out the battery door. Press that, slides out. Plus minus indicators on there. Very simple, just slide the batteries in. Slide it in, locks into place. This, if you're just like tapping this, it's not going to accidentally like pop out. So if it goes in your pocket or something, you do have to put a decent amount of pressure on it. It's not like, it could be a little bit stiffer, I think, but I mean it's something that's not really going to happen that often where you accidentally hit that, because As you can see, it's not like it really protrudes. It sits flush right there. So it's not something that's going to be accidentally hit at that force. For a size comparison, here is the Majesty kit on the right, Mag kit on the left. Both are dual 18650s, same chip style. Up on top here, you do have the centered 510, which can fit up to a 30mm diameter tank RDA without any overhang. The dimension of this portion though is 28mm, so 30 would hang over this portion, but you can see you still got the 2mm on the outside there, so it's not going to overhang on the actual mod. I think that pretty much covers it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn the device on. If I didn't cover something and you have a question about it, please let me know down in the comments and I will get back to you, but for now let's bring it back up top. Have a few more vapes on this mag kit here and I'll give you my overall thoughts on it. Alright, now that we've got that close up out of the way, let's go and have another vape. I bumped it up to 80.6. Airflow is still at about 98% open, and I still have the juice head watermelon lime inside of here. So I have a vape here at 80.6. I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to 100, which is the maximum on this tank. I did bump it up to 99.4 watts because the maximum on this coil is 100 watts, even though they say the best range is in that 40 to 80. Why not just have it a vape here at 99? Actually, you know what? I'm going to be a little crazy. I'm going to bump it up to 101 watts. So we're going to be 1 watt over that little maximum range here. Let's have a vape at 101. It's not the best at 100 watts there with the 0.4 ohm coil. The flavor and vapor is actually really good. The flavor is really good still at 100. But the thing is, the coil, you're going to start to get dry hits if you're chain vaping on this 0.4 ohm coil at that high of a wattage. And that's not to say it doesn't work, because like right there, it did taste good. But if you're continuously vaping at that high of a range, then that's when you're going to start getting some dry hits, and then the coil's got to soak up a little bit more juice, and then you'll be good to go. But if you just want to crank it up there, put it at 100, have a vape, you'll be good. If you start doing 4 or 5 consecutive, that's when you might start getting a little bit of a burnt taste in there. On that 0.4 ohm, they do have other coils for the Prince, like I covered in that Prince video, that that can handle the higher wattages, if that's what you're looking for. And they also have an RBA section for the Prince, if that's something you're looking for as well. It doesn't come with this kit, and it doesn't come with the Prince itself, but they do sell it separately. Alright, now for my overall thoughts on this mag kit. Well, you guys saw the video on the TFE12 Prince, so the tank that comes with it, I'm a pretty big fan of. I like the TFE12 Prince a lot. It is a good tank, and it comes with this 225 watt mod here. I like it. I thought, when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be a little bit, like, I don't know, gimmicky, just not too functional, just more of getting something out there on the market, but then actually feeling it in the hands, it's probably the nicest feel to a dual 18650 that I've ever had, just because it fits so well. It contours to your hand perfectly. Fire button on it is very nice. Trigger fire, it's a large trigger fire style, obviously, as you can see, so not a firing bar that we're used to on a lot of the most recent Smock products, but it's still something different, and it works well. It feels nice. Your finger just wraps around that little trigger fire button, fire, and you're good to go. One thing to mention though is if you are right-handed and you're holding it like this, you're going to be covering the screen when you have your hand on the trigger finger like this. If you're left-handed though, lefties lucked out on this one, because if you're holding it with your left hand, you'll be able to see the screen. I know for me, I just set my wattage at whatever it's going to be, probably 60 to 70 watts on this coil, maybe 80 on this coil here. Let it sit there, and then I just vape at that, and then I put it down. If you were trying to check your battery or something, you do that in between. I know it's a very small detail, but so it's worth mentioning there. Right-handed, you're not going to be able to see the screen when you are holding it in your hand. A little mag clip feature where you just push that button, pop out the batteries. I like it a lot. Surprisingly, it works very well. It does lock into place very easily when you do have it in there, and accidentally, if you just hit that, like just slightly tapping it, it's not going to release it. You do have to push in give it a decent amount of pressure to actually release the to release the battery cover door here, or to release the battery mag clip. I don't know what to call it there, but you do have to give it a good amount of force to get that to pop open. So it actually is very functional. I didn't think it was going to be too functional. I thought, like I said, it was going to be more just of a gimmick, try to get something silly out there. But no, surprisingly, it works very well. The only problem I've been having with it is I've just been fidgeting with it, you know, pressing this button, and then I go to take a vape and I realized I turned the mod off, because when you do pop that clip back in there, you're going to have to turn it back on. So I'll pick it up and I'm wondering why it's not vaping. It's because I popped this out, because I was just messing around with it. That's not a knock on the device at all though. That's me just intentionally doing it here, taking the battery door out, hitting that button, sliding it back in. If you guys saw that last video I did on the eLeaf, you know that I'm going to be trying this out where I give away a $10 gift card in every single video. This one is no exception. The code is going to be MAG, just M-A-G, and that will be a $10 gift card on ASIAVAPE.IR. If you want to pick up some Juice Hedge watermelon, first person to use that will get $10 off their order. $10 off completely. If you're ordering something under 10 bucks, it'll take it all off. That is something I'm going to be doing, just randomly inserting it. Last video is at the beginning. This one's pretty much at the end. I'm going to be putting it in there randomly throughout a video. $10 gift card on ASIAVAPE.IR. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to wrap this one up. If you guys have any questions on this mag kit here, the prints, any other vape related questions in general, please leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And as always, vape on.